Okay, so do I hear a motion to go into closed session to discuss the superintendent's recent contract?
I'll make a motion to go into closed session to discuss the superintendent's separation agreement.
Do we hear a second?
Point of order.
I second.
We already came out of point of order. We already came out of closed session.
You can go in and out of closed session all night long, ma'am.
For personnel matters.
We're going back in
For personnel matters. Thank you.
for a contract.
Point of order.
That wasn't
You
on
have
the
to take
agenda.
That's a motion.
That was not on the agenda that you proposed. That was
The agenda I proposed, or we proposed, says personnel
the
issues.
agenda that
You
was
always
voted
go into
on.
private
This is
session for
out of order.
personnel
This
issues.
is not on the agenda that you voted on.
It
that we
is.
Mr.
voted
Twigg,
on.
personnel, if you remember at the last meeting, an agenda item was added to the agenda to go into closed session on the superintendent's matters. This was not on your agenda that has been approved. Therefore, it is not going to be allowed because it is not on the agenda. We amended the agenda, and this, your new item for closed session, is not on the agenda that was approved.
Well, we've got an added personnel issue that I'm declaring we're going into private session to discuss. Appreciate your comments, though.
Mr. Twigg,
Twigg,
there
you
is
are
a
out of
legal
order.
code.
Before we go,
This is
I have to
Mr.
read
Twigg,
the-
you are
item.
Go
breaking
ahead.
FOIA laws
Go ahead.
already.
Okay.
certification of closed meeting. Whereas the Spotsylvania County School Board has convened a closed meeting on this date pursuant to an affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and whereas Section 2.2-3711 of the Code of Virginia requires a certification by this school board that such a closed meeting was conducted in conformity with Virginia law. Now therefore be it resolved that the Spotsylvania County School Board hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from 1, open meeting requirements under this chapter, and 2, only for such public business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered in the meeting. And
Read the one
Mr.
that we
Twigg,
go-
let me
that's
read
what
the
we
right
read
one
when
this
we come
time.
out of
Consideration
closed
of candidates for employment, assignment, promotion, demotion, and discipline of employees. There's your broad definition. Or resignation of employees who have been contractual commitment to the board as permitted by 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia. So we're in private session.
I'm not going, as a board member, this is a point of order. We are not going into closed session.
Point of order, Mr. Twigg. What you just, the statement you just said is not the appropriate statement. The other statement you read is what you read when you come out of closed session. You read the wrong one.
I read both of them. Do I need a motion? Going into this private session is with regard to discussing the superintendent's recent contract.
Mr. Twiggs, I'm sorry, Chairman Twiggs, can you ask the attorney, since we just hired him, is this legal for us to do?